You can buy seeds, vegetable starts, fruit trees, and produce-bearing plants with your EBT card. But wait, you can't just run out to your nearest Home Depot or Lowe's and start scooping up gardening supplies. There are some important loopholes and caveats to how this program works. And today, we're going to break down where you can buy plants with EBT and how to make sure that you're getting the right stuff. Let's start with the Federal Food Stamps Act. It is very clear that produce-bearing plants and seeds are EBT-eligible food items. If you want to read all the details in the law, you can find it in Section 3G2 of the Food Stamps Act. In fact, the USDA has been very open about encouraging SNAP users to buy plants and seeds. On their website, they say that for every $1 spent on seeds and fertilizer, home gardeners can grow an average of $25 worth of produce. That means that this is a great way to stretch your food benefits and get even more food for your money. However, there is a big catch that messes up a lot of people when they go to buy these EBT-eligible plants. Over the last 10 years that I've been running low-income relief, we've heard from hundreds and maybe even thousands of users who got stuck arguing with cashiers at the checkout stand or getting weird looks from other customers when they went to pick out their tomato starts. I don't want that to happen to you. So let's talk about where you can go to actually buy these EBT-eligible plants without any problems. You cannot just walk into your local Home Depot or Lowe's Garden Center and start picking out your plants. That's apparently where most people have chosen to go. But the reason it doesn't work is because not all retailers are approved to process SNAP EBT transactions. They won't be able to run your card, so they won't be able to sell you those plants. The USDA has a lot of rules over what stores can process SNAP. Among them is the requirement that the store must carry at least 36 different staple food items and that staple food sales must account for at least 50% of the store's gross sales. Home Depot clearly doesn't make most of its money from groceries, so they are not able to process SNAP EBT card transactions. Same goes for Lowe's. You need to shop at a retailer that makes most of their money from groceries, but that doesn't mean that you're stuck shopping from your neighborhood grocery store. Let's take a look at a few of your options. Obviously, large grocery stores and supermarkets are a go-to spot. Many major grocery store chains and supermarkets participate in the SNAP program and allow EBT cardholders to buy plants, seeds, and gardening supplies. These retailers typically have a dedicated section for gardening products, but it may be seasonal and the selection may not be great. That's why for most of us, the most accessible option may be Walmart. This nationwide retail giant participates in the SNAP program and generally allows EBT cardholders to buy plants, seeds, and gardening supplies, and they usually have a pretty decent-sized gardening center with a decent selection to choose from. Walmart's extensive reach and multiple locations makes it a great option for most people who get food benefits. However, you're not limited to Walmart. You can also shop at Costco, and they usually have a robust seasonal selection of plants and fruit trees and more. Availability may vary by location, but some Costco stores may offer eligible plants and seeds as part of their SNAP-approved items. Now, if you prefer to shop from local farmers, you may also be able to pick up some EBT-eligible plants at your local farmer's market. Some farmers markets participate in SNAP, making it possible for EBT cardholders to purchase plant starts, seeds, and other garden-related items directly from their local vendors. Not all farmers markets offer this option, though, so it's essential to check with your local market. Now, along with that, some farm stands, community-supported agriculture programs, and even individual farms may be able to sell you plants as well. Remember, they have to be set up and approved to process EBT transactions in order to sell you those plants this way. Now that you're shopping in the right place, make sure you're buying the right plants. They have to be capable of producing edible food. So focus on seeds, herbs, vegetable starts, fruit trees, things that will grow and produce food for you. Decorative plants are not eligible for purchase with EBT. If you are shopping at a store that you know can process EBT transactions, and yet your produce-bearing plants are still being declined, it's likely due to a computing error. The store may not have entered the product correctly. Ask to speak to a manager and cite the eligible food items listed on the USDA website. You can also use the 2018 memo released by the USDA that clarifies the legitimacy of these purchases. Now, if you want to avoid that risk altogether, and I get it, I wouldn't want to have that confrontation either, You can shop for EBT-eligible plants online from retailers like Amazon. We have a list of EBT-eligible plants in our Amazon store at amazon.com/shop/low-income relief. Just pick the gardening or the plant category. Some of these even include the pots or jars required to grow the plants, which is great. And don't forget that Amazon also offers a sweet 50% discount for EBT users, so that you can get that discount as well. Make sure that you swing by lirlinks.com/Amazon to scoop up that offer. Now, don't forget to check out our other videos for more ways that you can save money and maximize your EBT benefits. We've got tips that can help you save on everything from Amazon Prime to zoo admission, so you don't want to miss out. I'll see you there.